This is Danny. Maybe you saw me over on one of my other videos there, over on permanent steel bondage. Well, I still am. There's my collars, and I still got the wrist cuffs on both wrists and the ankle cuffs and everything else. Now, that's not what this is about. This is different. I'm going to talk to you about the dangers over there you play in bondage. Yeah, everybody's watched foreign films and different movies and stuff, and you need to know that's all they are. It's just movies. They're entertainment. And what's really going on is something completely different than you realize. They are not, pardon me there, while I move the camera, they are not actually doing what you think they are. On a professional set, you'll have somebody that's like me, a dungeon master, and I'll put on the restraints and I'll rig them however they want to be rigged, the whole thing. But what you're not seeing is the bigger picture. And what the warning is, don't play dungeon master. You're not one. Leave it to a professional that's had the training, including medical training, to watch. I can tell when somebody's stressing out and when they're fixing to have a problem. And so the other ones that do it, if you'll notice right in the middle of the session, every now and then the dungeon master will stop, get the girl's attention, and ask her, "You okay?" And she'll tell him to usually go on, "Yes, I'm fine," or whatever, and then he'll carry on. Now here's what you don't realize. There's a paramedic just out of camera sight. He's there in case they do have any kind of a problem. There's a couple of big husky fellas around in case you need help, lifting or whatever. And we go from there. So there is a full safety crew right there to bail her out if she gets in trouble. Because you never know when that's going to happen. So, like I said, she could be right in the middle of a session over there. Let's say you had a suspension thing going and she was upside down. You know, well, that's great. Her blood pressure can shoot up sky high and she can have a stroke. Or I say you're doing something else and she's all excited and all of a sudden you got a heart attack on your hands. Her heart was racing 90 miles an hour and bam, now she's got to have medical attention. So this stuff, like I said, it's not what you think, so don't try to play it. Only thing you're going to do if you try it and decide, oh, I can be a dungeon master, is you're going to get your wife or your girlfriend hurt, maybe killed. Man, it's not often, but every now and then it happens. And you better have the proper trained personnel there to save the person's life. And that's on about anything you do whatsoever, if it's pornographic or what. I just like, one of my favorite over there is this public disgrace thing. I was watching one of those one night, and they had this girl, she was, chained to a park bench on her knees, hands, of course, chained behind her. He was chained to the bench, she couldn't move. And supposedly the jest was a gentleman walking by, well, they'd go over and she would service them, unquote. Sure. What you didn't see was the other crewmen around that's outside of the camera that's making dang sure nobody gets to her. They're protecting her. That's nobody from the public walking up to her. That's another cast member. It's fake. So, you know, this stuff, their show gets some people so wound up, they don't realize, and they don't stop, and they don't think, and they go out there and think they can do it too. And then they end up with somebody hurt, or worse. So that's all this warning on this part is if you're not a pro, and if you hadn't had the training, and you don't have the experience, don't go and play Dungeon Master. Or anything else. Don't go making any kind of wild movies on your own out, you know, somewhere. When one of them, like I said, and there's going to be somebody you care for, it's going to be your girlfriend or your wife. Whenever they get in trouble, you're going to be standing there all by yourself. Okay, superhero, what are you going to do? Beat on your chest and watch them die? So don't play with the stuff. It's not to be played with. You know, you can do your regular bondage routine at home. Just don't get carried away with it. Use common sense. Each of you have a safe word. Just like everybody you see on any movie, any porn thing's got a safe word. If whoever that person is says that word, everybody's trying to get her to loose, and you'll have the paramedic right there. So she's got a problem. You never know when the muscle spasm's going to hit or what. And if you're all, you know, chained up, tied up, whatever, over there with a muscle spasm, that's agony. You're going to come unwound. She'll be screaming that word. And there'll be muscle and people right there, and you'll be surprised in probably 10 seconds she'll be completely undone. That's how quick you can undo it. Even faster sometimes. So that's all this, you know, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is all that's real, and don't think you're Superman and going to be a dungeon master because you watched some stupid movie. You're not going to be. It takes time, training, and knowing what you're doing, a lot of patience, be able to read people, read what's happening to them just by looking at them, read their expressions. And that's one I want you to take with you. Don't play it. It's dangerous. Now, until the next time I do one of these, this is Danny, and I hope you enjoyed this little bit of factual truth that's really going on out there. And there's a lot more things, a lot worse, too, than just what I described. There's a world out there. Slowly I'll open your eyes up to it. Because I've seen just about all of it. And some of it is really dark. And eventually we'll even get into that stuff. So till then, y'all be careful. Work with each other. Keep a safe word. Always think extra safety's out. You can't have too many. Like extra keys. That kind of stuff. Put one around your neck, 2 on the nightstand, 1 on the kitchen table. It doesn't make any difference. Fill the house up with them. Then if you get in trouble or a fire breaks out, you can unlock yourself and get out of that mess. So y'all have a good one out there, and we'll be trying to do it again. Bye-bye.